Hey guys, welcome back to this place. If you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen. You can't really see him, but Sam is laying here. So if you see a cat pop up throughout the reaction, it's probably Sam. Oh, sorry, buddy. Today we are going to be watching season 1, episode 17 of Lost. I am totally ready to get back into island vibes. I got new lights so they finally can match. So, yes. Last time on Lost, we had Sawyer flashbacks. We discovered what brought Sawyer to Australia in the first place. We discovered that he killed Thatch from Grey's Anatomy. We discovered that he also had a conversation with Jack's father, which he has yet to tell Jack, but I think maybe at some point he might. And we also discovered that he heard whispers. Ow, don't attack me. So, without any further ado, let's just get right into this episode and see what new information we get. And if Claire remembers anything further, other than the small things that she's remembered thus far. Also, we ever gonna get in that bunker? Only one way to find out. Ooh. Ooh. We getting Jen backstory finally? Like stuff from his perspective?
내 딸과 결혼하려는 이유가 뭔가?
Maybe because he's in love with her?
야망이라 그게 뭐지?
우선 식당을 열고 더 나아지면 호텔을 가고 싶습니다.
Oh dang. He has some big ambitions.
자네 아버님은 이 결혼대에
돌아가셨습니다.
Oh.
꿈을 그렇게 쉽게 파는 사람에게 내 딸을 왜 줘야지?
So it's a fucking trick.
따님은 제 꿈이니까요. 아버님.
Aw, that's a good answer. He liked it too, obviously. But we know he has shady business practices, to say the least. So this, you're not gonna be smiling for long, but.
아니 뭐 하고 있어? 정신이 나갔어?
Let her go swimming. Oh.
에이.
왜 그래요?
이제 남편 말이 같지 않아? 이제 너랑 상관이 없는 일인데 왜 끼어들어? I swear to God, you put your hands on her one more time. 네가 뭔데?
Oh, y'all need to stop fighting. Girl, I don't know that was necessary.
저 녀석하고 무슨 일이 있었어?
아무 일도 없었어요.
I mean, she's not lying. He just knows that she can speak English.
I'm sorry.
I stuck my nose where it didn't belong. It's on me.
Kind of.
I was protecting you
Oh yeah? From what?
from Jin. You don't know what he's capable of.
I mean, that's true.
It's not my problem. It's yours.
I can understand why he's upset, honestly. Like,
You might need to relax.
you gonna go fishing?
So?
Are they gonna become friends? Because I would be here for that.
Come on, dude. I'm trying here.
Yeah.
Do you have a past in the Navy you've neglected to tell me about?
Why?
How does a woman like you learn how to tie a perfect bowling knot?
By dating guys with sailboats?
Makes sense.
I've been worried since I first met you that you might end up being a spinster.
Spending my Saturday nights alone at home, tying knots.
Perhaps with an overweight aunt. It's a very sad image.
Is he asking her out?
Maybe we should get some rope, spend a Saturday night alone together, and see what happens.
I'd be here for it. What you want the rope for, though? Just
I only got room for 4 people. It's one open spot. Took the other one. What's the matter, Doc? Feeling left out. You taking Sawyer with you? Yep.
Bought myself a ticket on this little tub. Let me tell you, the fare was steep. Could have used that cable to hold up the whole east wing of my new beach house.
You sold him a spot. I needed to hail you to the mast.
Good thing I'm a saver, not a spender, Doc.
I just don't think this whole raft thing is gonna work out. That's just me though. Could be wrong.
Then he was different.
Mm-hmm.
What changed him?
Working for her father. Who just ran by? Wait, what's happening? Why are people running?
Hey, Charlie, what's going on?
Raft, it's on fire.
Oh, someone set it on fire. Well, I fucking said it wasn't gonna work out, but I didn't think it was gonna be sabotage.
Where is he? Where the hell is he?
Maybe it wasn't him. It could have been Walt. Maybe Walt doesn't want to leave the island. That's my guess. That's my guess.
Take it easy, man. We don't know that Jin did this.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Sawyer? Shut up!
Jack, come on, we saw him on the beach this morning.
Everyone was on the beach at one point throughout this thing. That's where y'all live. It's like, we saw him on this island. It had to be him.
마이클은 이 섬에서 우리를 탈출시키려고 노력하는데 왜 그런 사람?
마이클.
이제 자네가 내 새로운 보좌관이 되어주게.
You want to say no to this?
환경차관 말씀이십니까?
오늘 밤 메시지를 그에게 전달해주게. 내가 섭섭한 점이 참 많아서 그래.
I would be like, oh, that doggo. It's one of those wrinkly ones. It's so cute. Wait. Wait. She has a dog later that looks like that, doesn't she? Am I remembering that right? Am I remembering that right? Maybe I'm not.
부장님이 굉장히 섭섭해하시는데요.
He brings her a dog, right? This is how she gets the dog. Okay, I was right.
얘는 당신께 드리는 선물입니다.
That is how she got that dog. I knew I remembered that cute little dog. Don't talk to Boone.
I'd like to talk to you about Shannon.
Oh, I'm here for this actually.
It's very possible your sister and I are going to become more than just friends. What is this? Some Middle Eastern thing? You want my blessing or something?
No, I think he's just trying to be respectful and let you know.
You won't object.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Just say you don't give a shit.
I was extending a courtesy, not asking your permission.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my sister. She'll make you feel like the greatest guy ever while you get her food, whatever it is she needs. And when she gets what she wants, she'll move on.
He's talking from personal experience because they have a very weird Lannister-like relationship. Or Targaryen. I wonder if Sayid can read between the lines.
Messed up my ride, Chief.
Oh, Sawyer, don't be a fucking dumbass.
Perhaps you should find another friend to help you with your shelter.
Ooh, so he is listening to Boone. I think that she actually likes him.
You've been talking to my brother, haven't you? Tell him to keep his stupid mouth shut, and if he has something to say, he can leave Sayid out of it and come say it to my face.
Should I be writing this down?
Right.
Just tell him to stay the hell out of my business.
Do you like him?
What?
To be fair, Sayid came to him.
Sure, you can yell at Boone till you're blue in the face, but all you're doing is giving him what he wants.
Yeah, what's that?
Your attention?
That's what I was gonna say.
Everyone gets a new life on this island, Shannon. Maybe it's time you start yours.
You can be different than you were before.
메시지 어쩌나. 네 문능력 때문에 여시로불 손에 본 줄 알아?
Well, he did deliver the message, to be fair, but you didn't tell him that he was threatening somebody.
여보, 빨리 피해. 내일 바로 공장 문 열어. 당신 목숨을 구했다는 걸 명심해. 이 정도면 알아들으겠죠.
Okay, so yeah, I was wondering if that would be when he came home and then had the blood. What if he was trying to stop Walt or something? But she knows what he's saying. Why doesn't she just
갔을 땐 이미 불타고 있었어.
say what he's saying? He's not even fighting back, so is this really fair? Is this really fair?
손을 좀 봐.
Okay, she did. She did.
Leave him alone!
She did. Oh, I don't think he knew. I really don't think he knew. Everybody's about to find out, though.
He didn't burn your raft.
You guys. She's saying it.
You speak English?
Didn't see that coming.
You understood us? All this time? Why didn't you say anything?
Your raft was already on fire when he
He
arrived.
was trying to help
He
it.
burned his hands trying to put it out.
See? That's what I
Then why
said.
do you run?
Because he knew you would suspect him.
How do we know she's not covering for
Maybe
it?
it's none of your
She isn't.
business, Sawyer.
Why take it out on our best chance of getting off the island?
Yeah, you.
Why would any one of us block an attempt to get home?
I think it was Walt.
They've attacked us, sabotaged us, abducted us, murdered us.
I mean, this is possible too.
Maybe it's time we
To
stopped
be
blaming
fair.
us and started worrying about them.
The others, he's not wrong. Although I still think it could have been Walt.
We're not the only people on this island, and we all know it.
Thank you, Locke, with some fucking common sense. I still think it could have been Walt. Oh, yeah, he's mad. But maybe try to understand things from her perspective, okay? You were becoming scary. She didn't know what you were capable of.
Let's start over.
Mm-hmm, that's good.
You're gonna build another one?
Yeah, a better one.
Can I help?
No doubt you can help. Come on.
I was going to leave you.
Oh.
I was going to get away. But you made me change my mind. You made me think that you still loved me.
Can you understand her?
나 처음부터 다시 시작하고 싶어.
I think so much stuff has changed since the beginning for y'all, though.
여보, 우리 새롭게 시작해요.
I don't think that's a bad idea. Is his dad not dead? Was he lying? This looks like a fishing village, which is where he said he was from. It is his dad, right?
죄송해요, 아버지.
I knew it. Why did he lie?
용서하세요. 아버지가 부끄러웠어요.
Why? Just because he was a fisherman?
괜찮다.
괜찮아.
What's that?
지금은 살기 좋은 세상이다.
Oh.
제가 어떤 일을 저지르는지 아버지는 모르실 거예요.
너는 내 아들이야. 네가 무슨 일을 했든 상관없어.
Aw.
다시 시작하고 싶어요.
That's what she said.
그럼 왜 다시 못해?
제가 하는 일이 좋지.
I mean, the island is y'all's chance to start over, right?
다신 하지 마.
I don't know if walking away is an actual
그리고
chance.
미국으로
Like,
가.
saying. I mean, luckily they
그래서 너희 결혼을
got trapped on this fucking island.
그러게 난
Why?
너무 늦었어.
But why? But why? Girl, you're gonna make me cry. Oh, I don't understand. Does he still think that she would hate him and not her father? And they gonna kiss? I can ship it. I could be here for this.
What was that for?
Everyone gets a new life on this island. I'd like to start now.
I think y'all could be cute. I'm here for it.
Hey, you mind if I ask you something?
Is he gonna ask him if he lit the boat on fire?
Why did you burn the raft?
Yeah. We're on this. I knew it. I knew it too, Locke. We're on the same wavelength, but it's probably pretty obvious, right?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell. You must have had a really good reason.
He doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to go to New York.
I don't want to move anymore. I like it here.
On this island? Weird place to
I like it here too.
like it. Ooh.
Boat.
He's gonna help him build it? Good. Y'all need to get over your dumb shit.
Nothing to ya. Why just stay with me at all? Why do you feel my sorrow when the words you borrow from the only
Surely she has got to give birth soon, right? Did the battery die? I thought that my thing was messing up at first.
Son of a bitch.
I was thinking earlier, at some point that battery's gonna die. So this was a really good episode. I really liked to see the sort of things that we saw from Sun's perspective, now again from Jen's perspective, and to sort of see that he did get roped into this without really like intending it or wanting it, and that he didn't know, just like she didn't know, the kind of person that her father was before getting into work for him, right? Like, also, I think that his dad seems really sweet, but also I just think that he's maybe a little bit naive, because I don't know that, let's say that at some point they get off the island, I don't know that there's any walking away from her father and that life now that he's sort of entered into it. You know, I don't think it's just as easy as being like, I don't want to work for you anymore. He doesn't really seem like the kind of guy who takes, I don't want to work for you anymore, like, well, and doesn't like murder you for saying that, you know? So I don't know. It does make me sad that Jen lied to Sun about his father, and that he did it because he was ashamed. Because it's also confusing, because she knew that he was a fisherman, like that's where he came from. So I don't understand like the shame of then just saying his dad's alive. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing that I just don't understand. Maybe it's like, yeah, maybe it's just a cultural thing that I don't understand, and you guys could let me know, because I don't understand how, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not even a cultural thing. Maybe it's just like, because her father is so wealthy and so rich, and she comes from such a rich, wealthy background, that, you know, he feels ashamed to come from such humble, blue collar, sort of like maybe even poor background, right? Because opposite her and her shiny, pretty, wealthy life, he feels like he doesn't measure up, and he feels like his family doesn't measure up, and so that's it. Because I know that, like, a lot of people feel that, you know, just anywhere, right? Like, if you come from a family that's more working class, I guess. It still makes me sad, though. I wish he had been honest. I think that his dad would have really liked Sun, and I think Sun would have really liked his dad as well. And so it makes me sad that they don't get the chance to meet. Assuming, again, I don't know why, I'm kind of assuming that they won't get off the island. I don't know that I assume that they'll never get off the island, but I assume that it's gonna be a while if they ever do get off the island. I guess a part of me assumes that they won't, just because the show is called Lost and we're on an island, and kind of that's all I ever knew about Lost, was that we were on an island. So I kind of am like, oh, well, we're gonna stay on this island the entire time. But that's not really necessarily true, is it? Maybe I should take into account the possibility that we will at some point leave the island. I don't know. We also learned that his name is Jin Soo Kwon, right? And her last name was, is it Paik? P-A-I-K is how the subtitles said it, so Paik, maybe? Yeah. I'm glad that the reveal of Sun being able to speak English is finally out, because I do think that, like, it just makes it a lot easier for the show to have her to be able to interact with other characters now that she does speak English. I wonder if at some point throughout the show Jin will learn to speak English. It seems like he understands English, right? But maybe can't speak it, which I think is very, makes sense, because, like, I can understand some French. I used to be able to understand a lot more when I was actively taking French classes, but, like, I can speak I can basically say I don't speak French. But yeah, I'm glad about that. And I am frustrated, though, that he said that it's too late about starting over, because it almost seems like this is the perfect opportunity, like his dad was talking about, because he's saying, like, I just wish there was a chance for, like, us to start over, like, be out from under her father, and, like, for us to have a chance again to, like, start talking. And she even says, like, why don't we talk anymore? And that she wants to start over, and, like, she says all of the things that he wanted her to say earlier. There's a cat. That's why this is dull now. Thank you. And they're just walking. But she said all the things that he wanted her to say, but now he doesn't, like, he didn't take the opportunity for them to start over. So I wonder if it's that he feels too changed by the things that he did for her father, if it's that he's scared that when they get off the island nothing's going to be able to change, or if, like, I don't know. The only thing I can assume is that he sees himself differently, and he thinks that she sees him differently. And so to him, this is, like, the cleanest break, because he doesn't want to, like, taint what they had. I I don't know. That's my guess until I get more information on him and them together. Did they ever go on their honeymoon? I feel like they didn't. I'm trying to remember from her episode. I guess I could look back in my notes, though I don't know if I would have written it down. I might go back and watch it a little bit. I don't think they ever had their honeymoon. Not that that's super relevant, but I was just curious, and I might need to go back and rewatch it because I want to know, I want to remember the things from her perspective, so that, like, having just watched this, I can sort of compare the timeline and stuff. But yeah, I hope that they will find their way back to each other, because I do think that they're cute. And like I remember the flashbacks with her and him when, you know, he was asking for her hand and stuff, like that was really cute. And I think that they have a lot of love for each other. And I think that he is the good guy. Even when he was forced to do not good things, he still tried to do them in the best way possible. You know, like instead of letting that guy get killed, he beat him up and told him open the thing tomorrow. So he gave him a chance that her dad was not going to give him, right? So I think that he's a good guy. And I think that, yeah, I just hope they find their way back to each other. I think that Michael seems to have some anger issues. I mean, I guess so does Sawyer, honestly. Like, sometimes they bother me with how quick to anger both of them are. I'm like, y'all need to chill a little bit. I figured out pretty quickly, I think, that Walt was the one who did the boat, and I think it was based off of like the conversation about New York and him just not wanting to leave the island. I thought it was partially because of Locke, because he likes Locke and some aspects of the island, but it turns out, I mean, sure, I'm sure that's part of it, but he just is tired of like going different places, and he just wants a place to settle down. And he has kind of like a childlike understanding, obviously, because he is a child, of the world. And he's like, you know what? This is the first place that I like it, and I'm comfortable here. So like, why do we have to leave? Like, why do I have to leave somewhere that I like again when I don't want to? And so he sort of like took matters into his own hands to make sure that that didn't happen. I wish when Michael was punching Jen repeatedly that Walt would have said something, because it's like, you know, your dad's not going to turn around and punch you. Well, I mean, I don't know, actually. I guess he doesn't really know his dad that well, so maybe he wouldn't have that security of like, he's not going to hurt me, because he basically just met him for the first time in his life not that long ago. That he were in, you know, his living memory, I should say. I'm glad I remembered the puppy, because I was like, wait, I really thought like he was about to have to kill those people, and then he was gonna like take the puppy after he killed them and just be like, here. You know. Glad that that's not what happened. But what else? I like that Locke told Shannon that the island was a chance to start over and have a new life and make different choices, and that her different choice was actually but her different choice was actually going and talking to Sayid and being honest with him. Like, I think that they could be really cute. I don't know if they're gonna stay together, like how it's gonna work, because it's very early in the show. Usually they like to do the whole like will they won't they thing with couples, so I don't know, we'll see if it works out. But I think they're cute, and I think that they have the potential to be cute, so I'm on board, currently on board the ship, you know. Oh, I really like that I think Locke figured out that Walt had done it, but he didn't want to just say it in front of everybody. So I like that he sort of also mentioned to everyone, or, you know, reminded everyone that they're not the only freaking people on this island. We know the others are out there. Assuming Ethan was not alone, which we do not think he was. Like, why are they always assuming that it's, I mean, to be fair, at this time it did come from inside the camp. But with all of this sabotage, knowing Claire got kidnapped, knowing that somebody got killed, knowing these different things, like, why are you assuming that the call is coming from inside the house. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, why? Why would you not even entertain the possibility that it's coming from somewhere else? You know what I mean? I'm glad he said that. And then I'm glad that he also went and talked to Walt, because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's this kid. Also, I feel like Hurley's battery dying for his music thing at the very end was like a bad omen for what's to come. And that kind of scares me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Also, we're nearing the end of the season, so some shit is gonna happen, you know, like some crazy, ridiculous something. Because this was the era of cliffhangers, and so far, Lost has done quite a few. So I imagine that the cliffhanger, when we get to the end of season 1, is gonna be like, you know? I don't know if I'm ready for it, but also I'm kind of like really ready for it, you know? Anyway, I really loved this episode. Let me know what you thought of this episode down below. And if you want to watch the next one, you can right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube. That will be linked in the description down below. And while you're over there, you can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode and every single episode thus far of Lost. That is over on Patreon as well. Again, linked in the description down below. Oh yeah, Shannon and Sayid kissed. I mean, I kind of talked about them a little bit earlier, but like, they're cute. I could ship it. That's kind of all I really have to say at present time. Sorry, I was thinking about what other ships I could ship. Sun and Jen. Jack and Kate. Kate and Sawyer. Claire and Charlie. Is there anyone else? I think that's it. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I hope to see you guys next time for more Lost. Until then, bye guys. I'm gonna need a new notebook.